Good afternoon everyone and welcome to Hell's Gate National Park. Today we're going to be, for 1, climbing Pride Rock, for 2, looking at lizards doing push-ups, for 3, we're going to be rappelling down this incredible cliff face, very vegetated, not particularly big but out in the African bush. At the bottom awaits a leopard cave, but before that I need to introduce myself. Whoa! Wow! Whoa! Whoa! Enjoy the video. Good morning everyone, and a very warm welcome to you all. Thank you for joining me today. We are in Hell's Gate National Park in Kenya, Naivasha, Nakuru County, and my name is Peter Naituli. Now it's a little bit wet, so the day might not go as smoothly as planned. Anyway, what a magnificent place this is. Will you look at that? So, let's cut to the chase, to the business. Yes, as I said, my name is Peter Naituli. I'm 21 years old. I'm usually not used to making these kind of videos. For one, maybe I'm not that good at very personally connecting with my audience from man to camera. So that is something I'm going to try to do differently today. So without further ado, let me introduce the tasks for today. So anyway, I'm an outdoors person. I like the African bush. I have grown up in this country, spent a lot of time outdoors. I also happen to be into mountaineering and into climbing, rock climbing, ice climbing. Not so much ice around here, but plenty of good rock. This volcanic plug right here, this is Fisher's Tower. And this entire national park, to give a bit of context, let's try that again. Fisher's Tower right there, fun fact, is in fact Pride Rock. It is the inspiration for Pride Rock. So this volcanic plug right here was, to my understanding, modeled for this latest Lion King, and there's a tiny rock at the front of this one that's part of this one that apparently was... There's a little rock at the front of this tower that was perhaps the inspiration for the cartoon Pride Rock. It's a little theory of mine, and I've heard someone else utter it before. I'll show it to you all, see what you think. Pride Rock that I was talking about. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Today I will be climbing the tower, and I will be abseiling on some uncharted territory up there. That side of this wall known as the Fisher's Buttress. Now, without further ado, let us prepare to climb. Won't need those anymore. You want to see how a lizard shows off its dominance? I'll show you. That is lizard dominance right there. And I hope I can find one and show you a practical example. I'll be very happy, Mr. Lizard, if you did some... Shut up, bastard! I hope this suffices for now. Take a little while to dry. From this point on, the route does get a little bit more gnarly, a little bit more technical. A bit of an overhang with some twisty, interesting moves. And from my assessment, it's all good and dry, except anyway. When I think the conditions are just right is when I'll go for it. Then I'll finish with that. Then, pardon me. Then we shall head up to the and do the abseil, the leopard cave abseil I call it. Very good. So, I think we're as dry as we can get, and it's actually getting pretty hot, which poses another problem, and that's having sweaty fingers. So I'm going to just show you some of the gear, show you what I'd select for a climb like this. And this is by no means instructional because it's very personal. I know what I need, I know what I don't need. I'm not advocating for this because it is dangerous and you can very, very easily die. Get seriously injured. So without further ado, this is a bench, and here's some of the gear. Hope the sound is good enough on this little nugget. That'll be coiled into a butterfly coil on my back so I can carry it. I'll wear this so I can mount you people on my head when I need to use both my hands. And then, selection of carry a couple of slings, carabiners, got a nice belay device right here for the descent, and a lot of psych. Yes, let us do this, let us have a wonderful day. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to coil this rope into a butterfly coil, and this is how I do it. It's not the way everyone does it, it's the way I do it, and it's just a way for me to carry the rope on my back, like a backpack, to the top of the tower so I can use it on the descent. Note, this will not save you if you fall. This will not save me if I fall. If I fall, I'll fall together with my rope to the bottom of the tower. So keep that in mind. This is just a way to carry the bag. Nothing more, nothing less. Let's get to it, shall we? Give you the backpack coil. Anyway, it will do. It will do just fine. So, just like that, I can climb. I can look cool. That's how we do it. Now, let's go climb that pride rock, shall we? So here we are, about to start the climb. Helmet, GoPro case. When things get gnarly, that's when I put you on my head. That's when you see what I see. Whew, it's a beautiful day. So, rock is dry, temperature's high, a little bit greasy. Brought my chalk bag, dry my hands, and we're good to go. Ride is barefoot. I'll explain more about that later. That is how I like to do it. Alright, from here on up it's helmet mount, GoPro style. There we go. See you at the top. There it is, Fisher's Tower, Pride Rock. Magnificent climb, excellent conditions. Life is absolutely brilliant. I mean, it has its ups and downs, but man, having a day like this, complete blessing. Let's talk about climbing, shall we? I'll start off by saying that I started climbing back in, it's not that long ago. I started climbing in 2013. I mentioned earlier I'm 21 years old now. I was 14 years old back then. Climbing is not very big in Kenya. It's relatively small, unheard of, especially for the common Kenyan. It's mostly expatriates. Bastard flies, get out. Fucking hell. It's usually the expatriates, those are the people that are climbing most of the time. And There's not that many Kenyans, a few of them are guides. Flies, get out of here. Most of the Kenyan climbers I know that do a lot of climbing are guides working on Mount Kenya, people who I've worked alongside with. I've been working as, well, I've done a substantial amount of guiding since I was 17, whether it's on Mount Kenya or around here in Hell's Gate National Park. In terms of climbing, one of my goals is to share it, to spread it, be it globally. If I get to a level where I have that much influence, y'all can help me with that. Or be it just within Kenya, which is what I'm doing, which is what I've been trying to do for a while, to encourage everyday Kenyans to come out here. Once you get the resources, you get the time, do the best you can do. A lot of people spend a lot of time and money in the bars, so there's a big percentage of our population that would be able to do stuff like this, and you never know who will click with it, who it'll capture, and that's the beauty of it. And I want to create a platform, in a sense, or a way for those individuals to find this and to grow this community, this climbing community in Kenya, and it just allow people that avenue, show people that avenue of experiencing nature in this very modern world where we've really detached from those roots. Things like this is in fact what help keep our environments from being turned into quarries and more cities, is the fact that you can actually use this environment for to explore, to get some fresh air. That's enough talking from me. Fly. I hope I'm not boring you too much. I've really done my best. The last time I'm attempting this. Look at that. Yeah. See that? That is peeling skin. Interesting. It's weird. Why are my fingers peeling so much? Not a big deal. Yeah, now we are going to go to that cliff over there, wrap down the right hand side, and I'm going to show you a leopard cave. Any of you ever seen a leopard cave? Let's just hope that there's nobody home, shall we? Right, let's get down, let's get cracking. These are rock hyraxes, closest living relative to the elephant. No food for you fellows. And so my journey commences to the Fisher's Buttress, behind which there is the cliff that I'll abseil. Now, we are venturing into the bush, into the real African bush. So I have to be careful, I have to watch my step, I have to keep my ears open, have to stay sharp. If all goes to hell, I am armed to an extent. I've got this, got a little knife. To be honest, it's not very much. You can't really do anything with that against something like a buffalo. I mean, things like baboons, hyenas, smaller things, you know, it's a bit easier, but the game really is, it's more psychological with these animals. It's more about standing your ground, being imposing, and being scary before the fight has begun. And at the end of the day, you don't want to get injured. That's the point. This is the real Africa, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So, now that we're here, I'll tell you a little bit more why I was climbing barefoot. I don't know, I did it on and off for a long time. As a kid, I used to spend a lot of time barefoot, so I guess my feet were hard. But there's something about how natural it feels when it's just your skin in contact with the rock, feet and hands, the way you move, gripping it like a baboon is, wait a second, I heard something. Okay, all good. Around here usually I more or less purely climb barefoot, unless I'm doing a relatively challenging route. And it's the same most other places. I have barefoot free soloed at high altitude before on Mount Kenya, and those of you who are interested, there will be a documentary. We are submitting it to the Kendall Mountain Film Festival, so stay tuned for that end of this year. Just need to watch out that I don't step on a snake. This is just awesome. Alright, not far from clearing that ridge. Yeah, something's been through here. Don't know if you can tell. Came from there, through the grass, like that. Let's investigate, shall we? Oh Lord. I don't like walking in such grass. Hell's Gate is definitely venomous snake country. Okay, now we approach cautiously, because we don't know what's hiding here. Yeah, there's been a collapse here recently. Might be some creatures that sleep here during the night. Oh my. Oh, it's hot. Hey! Wait! Let's get out of here, shall we? Anyone know what this is? Obsidian. This is what our ancestors used to make spears, swords, whatever. Sharp things. Weapons. Quite an abundance of that here at Hell's Gate. Hell's Gate. I never told you why this place is called Hell's Gate National Park. It is called Hell's Gate, from what I've heard, because the Maasai people who settled here long time ago were here at the wrong time, when Hell's Gate was an active volcano. Generally when this area was more volcanically active than it is now. So many of them were buried in lava flows, killed in that rather disturbing fashion. And so the survivors called this place Hell's Gate, the gate to hell. In Maasai, of course. Poof. Then it was translated to English a little bit later by some Europeans, I suppose. Very good. This is what I intend on wrapping off. God, what will I anchor myself to? Am I heavy enough to pull down this entire tree? Right, I mean, it looks pretty good. You know how we can make this moment a little more entertaining? Wait a second. I have an idea. How about some dubstep? Did you hear that? Neither did I. Let's get cracking, shall we? Rope! Now what we're going to do is get to the edge and first of all make sure that the rope is at the bottom and then have a look at what we're up against. Sound good? Can't really see anything from here. Okay, that means I'm going to go that side of the buttress. Just have a look from there. I'll put you there for now. There you go. This is very loose ground. Just gonna have to lean out over the edge to find out what we're really up against. But it looks a little bit gnarly, extremely vegetated. Whew. Okay, from my understanding we should be good to go. Haven't seen the rope at the very bottom, but whew, judging by my understanding of this cliff, why do these things love the camera lens so much? Ugh! Judging by my understanding of this cliff, we should be good to go. Rope should be at the bottom, and I'm counting on that. And to my knowledge, knowing how long this rope is, it should be at the bottom. So this is a 70-meter rope. So now that it's folded in half, that gives us 35 meters to work with. And if it's not at the bottom, then we'll see once we get to the edge. Then we'll have to come up and plan everything again, essentially. So I just have to lean out over air to actually physically see what's down there. Exciting. Okay. So here we are, leopard cave, and I'm actually quite happy that it's empty. Have a look at... What the hell is this? Wow. What is that? That's really interesting. So we have some bones here. Porcupine quills. Smells a bit interesting. Wonder what this belongs to. Wonder if I can find a human skull. Remove my pack. Okay, let's have a look. It smells inhabited and there's flies. So the major inhabitant might have taken a walk. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if some sort of animal sleeps here every night. It's very low. I mean, There's bones. A lot of bones. Obsidian. But that right there, that is very interesting. This here, this looks man-made. And it's quite heavy. It's quite possible that prehistoric man, people that used to live here, turned this into some sort of a bowl. I might have been the one to discover this after such a long time. Wonder what other hidden treasures await in there. Anyway, I think I'm pretty satisfied. Don't want to be here when the resident gets back. There's a little game trail here that he or she uses quite often. Another cave in there. Okay, I'm gonna go back now. Now I need to retrieve my slings, which means hiking back up to the top of this. I'm going to start down this very vegetated path. Yeah. And looks like when there's rockfall, this is where everything will just mow straight down. I mean, look at that. That's absolutely shattered. Something big fell down this way not so long ago. Look at that. That is rockfall. Once. Now I've got pebbles in my shoe. Fucking hell. Just, I don't like not seeing it. Oh, mother. Oh shit. That's a big rock. Look at the size of that one. Look at that. Huh? That is a big rock. The next one is even bigger. Look at that thing. That's the kind of rock that can come off the top of a mountain, crush this tree. Absolutely incredible. Okay, getting back to Fisher's Tower now. And now to think that I have to go back, up there to retrieve my stuff. A long day. Whoa! 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 Baboon call of aggression. Good fun, good fun. Where the devil is the rope? Okay, just finished wrapping up. About to head down the hill now, so this is where I conclude this video. So I'd like to say thank you very much to all those who tuned in and saw this adventure with me through to the end. I highly appreciate that. Any feedback will go a long way. I'll appreciate any feedback I can get, review it. You know, as I said, my resources are limited, but no, if you want any particular content you want me to make a video on, questions, I'd like to know what my audience thinks. And other than that, I mean, what can I say? No leopards for you today, unfortunately. No baboons, no big animals, but trust me, you'll get enough of that with time if you follow this channel. Whether you're into fitness, whether you're a climber, or just, you know, downright adventure, this is a channel for all that. I'm a fitness person, I'm very much into climbing, but this is essentially just hardcore adventure. Yeah, other than that, please do have a look at my Instagram account. I post far more often on that than I do here. So on YouTube, for now you probably won't get a million videos, 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll be taking me time between videos, finding new things to film like this. So yeah, I mean, if the channel grows, then probably be able to do more with YouTube as well. But please do have a look at Instagram. Please do subscribe. And what else can I say? It's been real. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening or morning, whenever it is that you're watching this. And until next time, peace out.